Hey guys, it's Everett's Live Music, and I'm just throwing a shout out. Today, as before said, it's not scripted or anything. We just passed some dates, and 420. Some say it's the International Burn Day and stuff for weed or something. It is, I think, kind of cool that it has been legalized. Those that use, consume, and all of us that maybe indulge in certain things in life, remember this, that, moderation's a key. I kind of wonder sometimes they have so much stuff out there now. It's like so much we do with everything in our societies. We maximize, Um, and if you're somebody that says, hey, it makes me relax and lets me take the edge, that's great, but it can't take away from our ability to function and provide, ample responses in time and in life, you know. And then I just think it's kind of great to have freedom for that. And I would just say be cautious to, too much could be too bad an event. Alcohol came and, right, they had probably wine to start. They went to beer. At one point, beer started coming, and then it became all the other hard liquors, too. So the same thing is happening with that, I see a little bit. I'll throw a quick shout out on that. The concentrates and all this stuff they come up with, I'm not so certain about a lot of it. And then there's edibles and stuff, but chill, man. If you're talking about chilling and all you can do is more, then that's kind of weird to me with a lot of stuff. Especially as you get older in life and time passes. I don't like that substances are so the center of so many subjects. Sometimes, as we know that those that lie in life, they get away with it. There's no treat. Is there a treatment center for them? Will there be a treatment center for them someday? Those that lie, cheat, steal. And you're not high or you're not drunk, you're not anything. You're just doing what comes natural to you, I imagine. I'm not sure. A lot of that is taught from our birth. And it's kind of weird. But I do like throwing those things out there, man. And there could be so many conversations about all of that. And then we rolled into like John Muir's birthday, which would have been the 21st of April. And I've heard little about this one, and I think it deserves a little bit of recognition, but it's okay. Some people recognize it, other people's won't. But through the 1800s and into the early 1900s and through there a little bit after, just his time on the planet and what he discovered in the West and trying to bring that message even to President Roosevelt. Teddy who came from the Rough Riders and I believe the Polynesian War. If some of my facts are never correct, don't use me as a source. I would rather talk and be corrected. I don't mind that I'm wrong. I'm not a Googler, so I don't Google everything I know. I have stuff that I remember through my life, and I try to keep a positive message going. But that is a great day. John Muir, associated with the Sierra Club, and conservation, and preservation of our wild. And Yosemite Valley, definitely there too. So, a big shout out for that. And then Earth Day was the 22nd. And I did a little shout out for that. I haven't heard back, but it's okay. Hey man, those 3 days there that run consecutive, and if they can gain some ground, some people can tear some of them away, because I know on some days I've even heard like 420, that's Hitler's birthday. Well, I mean, you're definitely not if you're on one level. I hope you're not, celebrating that day on that day, but it means little to me when you try to find a negative, because we could do that for probably every day of the year. But let's roll with a 2021 and 22, man. That's a good little passage of days, and I am upset because there isn't really a holiday set aside for our planet. This is the most amazing thing, man, that we've seen as far as we can see. And now the Webb telescope, that's even unraveling some new mysteries and pushing against some of the theories that our finest scientists have brought forth. as should always happen. That's such a healthy thing, man, to be wrong at times. And I don't think any of them, it's a hypothesis. A lot of the stuff that we bring forth in those planetary, exploration, discovery, and our idea. But what a healthy way to spend time. To try to discover what's out there. Why not? I mean, come on. That's so cool. And I'm so happy that Webb telescope made it, and the foil unrolled, and I mean, it's doing its job. And I haven't spent a lot of time studying that stuff, but it'll be worth conversations and looking at, and it's a really cool thing, and then celebrating the Earth. And we got Arbor Day coming this weekend, and that doesn't really get much recognition either, but hey, why not? Someday, I think it'll happen. Like, we'll celebrate our planet, because I just, all I think about is the kids, and if you listen to the music and check out some of the messages, and if you gave it time and comments, we could get a little conversation. I can align some of it. It's more like a story when you start putting some of my material together and what I'm trying to say, and I really care for the kids, man. The ones that aren't even here, they're generations away, because, as said, some of them, I mean, did you find the finish line? I mean, you're in a hurry, dude. For so long we've been in a hurry. Is there a finish line? Because you've been racing for it like we're running out of time, and what's really going to happen is the children will worry. And maybe they won't worry. You think, but there'll be so much less. Is there one stone going to be left unturned? And how much do you take? This is my longest piece that I've put out there, but it's coming on the tail end of what they say is Earth Month, and I would say it's a month to celebrate the planet. And there is nothing on the planet. It actually really is probably the only last thing that's going to extend beyond our desire for money. It's our hope is the planet. Because money, that transcends all boundaries, pretty much. It's got it all, man. Every religion and every belief, and it's all over the planet. There's exchange rates, and it's this thing we made, when actually we are just part of something here. And we have put such a value on that. And I've often wondered what it would be like to put it on the planet. It's not about lowering just gas emissions, man. It's the population, the idea of why we're even doing what we're doing. And it's probably something that really could afford to be talked about a lot more. But hey, long shout out here. Arbor Day coming up this weekend, and I just hope for better in the future, man. If I don't get any hits, it's okay. If you got negative ones, that'd be great. Conversation is where it all has to happen, and it has to happen on a level without fear and the ideas of it being wrong to talk about any of it. Because we are just growing and expanding, and it's never changed, our species, the human race. And everything else on the planet is losing lives. There's going to be hardwood trees. If you look at some of it for Arbor Day, in the future they predict, I'm sure you're going to gather seeds and store them away and grow one in some museum, right? Maybe, or you'll try and grow a little forest of them somewhere and be like, look what I've done. It's really weird, man, that we're going to lose so much, and it's been happening all the time. We accelerate so much of it. There's no doubt about that. We have great influence on these actions, and we need to take time to share, talk, man, and find a different angle to push forward with for the future. You take it easy, man. Give me a shout out, something back. Check out the music, ask questions. I don't know how long I'll have this up. I'm not a huge technology fan. I'm really not. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big Googler. And if we got into a conversation, I wrote a paper, sure, I'd have, like anybody else, references. But anyways, take it easy, man. Enjoy. Peace. Take it easy. Slow down. We really need to slow down. It's worth the conversation. Later.